Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This video is just a short one. As you can see on screen, it's regarding Michael, little monkey, Vaughan. A home has been searched today, so we're going to have a quick look at the astrology and the map. There's no video on Michael. I didn't get a chance to do it, but in my forensic group I have wonderful astrologers, Rue and Kate. There's plenty more, but those two in particular, and Kate and Rue had been working on this, and if you're in my group you'll see that amazingly, once again, although albeit in hindsight, some things have come to light. So here's a little clip of what's happened today.
Of the area. The home is about 4 minutes away from the Vaughan's neighborhood where Michael was last seen. The then 5-year-old went missing in July of last year, and there's been a nationwide search since.
And here is the chart for the last time that he was seen on the street. So I'm going to make it simple. Okay, so for this particular chart, it's the last seen chart. The ruler of Michael Monkey is Sagittarius, 25 degrees of Sagittarius. So he is then ruled by Jupiter, because that's the ruler of Sagittarius, at 0 degrees of Pisces. So that turns into 330. 330 is 0 degrees of Pisces, because then there's 30 degrees more to go to the end, which is Aries, to back to 0. So 330, as always, because he's so young, he's ruled by the moon as well, and the moon is here at 25 degrees of Pisces. So we've got two areas of interest, and as it turns out, two angles of interest in terms of degrees. So remember 25 there, 25 here, and 0. So basically we're just going to look at these things. 25. So when I turn it into mileage, you start small. So I'd start with 0.25, then 2.5 miles, then 25 miles, and so on and so forth. I usually always use angles to change mileage going outwards. Just to also note, we do have a couple of other areas that would have given us indication of distance as well. Well, at least Pluto in the first house, which is making an aspect to the moon. That's actually not really very good to see, not good at all. And then there's an opposition to Mercury at 29 degrees in the 7th house of the perpetrator, with the perpetrator. So, okay, this shows me that, yeah, I believe that they're looking at the perpetrator's home, which is pretty obvious, I know, but that's because the perpetrator is Gemini, the ruler is Mercury right there, at 29 degrees of Cancer, which is the home, and in the 7th house of the perpetrator's home. It's right next to the Sun, right near Leo, which shows male energy. Could even be two men involved in this, possibly. Brothers, cousins, neighbours. Yeah, could be two people. But there's definitely a male, there's male energy going on. I can't say that there may not be a female energy too. There could be possibly drugs involved in this, with Neptune next to the moon like that. But aside from that, I'm not going to go into the whole reading. I just wanted to show, let's get rid of those so we don't confuse things. Oops. That by simply using the ruler, and get rid of that. You don't even need the moon this time. the ruler and the degrees of the ruler and the degrees of the moon, we can find the house. We'll go to Scribble Maps. Now, this is the last location that I had and that we had on in our forensic group page, which was southwest 9th Street and possibly up to around the corner here. So this is just very basic because I have drawn this up now. So this is where he went missing from. Now, the Jupiter line is Sagittarius rule descendant, which was exactly what I just showed you. Now, let's have a look. If we put that on there, we can see the radius is 0.25 miles, so that matches the angles and the moon. And then if we start here and go to the home, 3:30 actually, it's just about there. And zoom in. This is the house that they're digging up. Okay, 0.25 miles away. And where's my tool? And you can't see it. Let's start again. Watch the little box. Down the bottom, 330. So 330 goes straight through this house, and in fact it goes, and 330 is 0 degrees of Pisces. So if we're looking in the back garden, we're literally just looking in this small area here. On the line, if we were to look on the line. Or if you were looking down the side, you've got this little area here. Or this back bit of the house here. I don't know how far back it goes, but so very simply, just with the ruling line and the ascendant degrees turned into miles, we have the location where they are now possibly digging up the house where they think Michael Vaughan is. So I'm going to keep it there, leave it there, we'll see what happens. Far too many children are being murdered and taken and killed. It's disgraceful. But nonetheless, thank you so much to my beautiful admins and people in the group for doing the chart. Like I said, I did not do this chart. I didn't do the map. I didn't have time. But nonetheless, we can see, even in hindsight, that if we look at the ruler of the ascendant as the victim at the last time they were missing and turn the degrees into mileage, we can often get exactly where that person is. So it's my guess that they're probably going to find something here. If they don't, it's a pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I think so. So let's just take that line away. Move this here, so we can see that's the Jupiter line, 330 degrees, 0.25 miles out from the last place he was seen. It's a terrible thing, but I really do hope they find him and put him to rest, and whoever did it, I hope gets caught and hung and quartered. Personally, I don't think any second chances should be given when you take a child. It's completely disgraceful, and yeah, we'll leave it there. Okay, thank you everyone. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.